You guys look so good. It's mostly because you haven't rolled yet. Done anything hard. Perfect.
Awesome.
Do you guys want to do a funny one? Just to get it done out of the way, you know.
We're good.
Right.
Jonathan, keep through now.
All right, then scoot down this way.
Nice.
Sweet. Professional.
Where do you guys work now? Each other? Yeah, we do the like turn around.
No, we do we bow to like whoever the coach is, and then we bow.
Okay, so we'll just do this. Bow to each other. That's good enough. Okay. And then, guys, we're not going to do warm up. Okay, we're not going to do warm up because I don't think it's like a no one pays for warm up. Okay. Face, circle up or whatever, and let's see. Come on, Jimmy, I'll get you that. Okay, guys. So, what we're going to do is I'll tell people I have 2 moves that I use. Total. 2 moves. There's like variations, but basically these are the 2 moves that I use. Okay, and I'm gonna start on first. Stand up, we'll start from here. And I think it's the same move, it'll look like multiple moves, but it's all the same move. We'll make it really easy. He's gonna be there just standing, just helping me out. I'm gonna butt scoot in, and I'm gonna go here, and I want shoulder to knee. Okay, that's like, if you were in the girls class, the one that we did where we heisted up, that target was hook the leg, shoulder to knee. Okay, so this is going to be the same thing. So I'm here. If he's hand fighting, I'm going to block the hand. I move the hand out of the way, butt scoot in, right? Shoulder to knee, and I'm hooking. Okay, and I want to be totally on the side of him, right? He might try and turn this knee and like push me down here, and I don't want that, right? So look, I want shoulder to knee and my chest on this outside of the knee. Right? Anytime he tries to like put your knee on, I'm gonna turn away and like be heavy on the back side of that knee. Okay? And then look, I'm here, I have my toes. When I'm ready to go, look what I'm gonna do. Look at my toes. Okay? From here, like not active toes maybe, to like more active toes. I'm cooking here. Hi Isaac. When I'm ready to go, I'm gonna take the post out and I'm gonna collapse like this. And I'm gonna launch. I think of myself like human jetpack. Okay, look. Here. Okay. And go back up. So we'll start over. I'm gonna go here, clear out. Look. I'm gonna fall. Launch. And then look, I'm gonna come up. Okay. Shoulder to knee and then feet right there. What I start to look for here. I'm down here. I'm looking for what I call the knee line. Right? I'm looking for this line. And right now my body is not in that line. Right? So I want to tee up to that line. Now my body is straight across that line. I touch the knee. I'm on my toes and I'm going to drive. Shoulder to knee. Basically like a lead pass at this point. Right? Circle. Side control. And again. From here. Into here. Okay? If my legs are like this and I just go like this, you don't go as far, right? Didn't really throw you down. Go back. So look, it's like a spring. Coil the spring, right? And then I'm going to go here, here, right? And now I'm not in that line. I need to come across the line. Look. Chase the knees. Look at my pressure. Heavy pressure on your knee, right? If you see my chest angle, if I turn my chest this way, not pressure. No pressure, right?
Yeah.
Way more pressure.
Yeah, guys, when she did it, like it actually hurt my leg.
It hurts, right? Bony shoulder, heavy. Look, is this as heavy? No, because my weight bleeds through my knees, right? Look, and then turn. Heavy, and then I circle off that point. Look, still heavy, right? And then drive. Okay, last time. Butt scoot in. And it's like, remember, no gapping here, right? If you have gapping, it won't be heavy. So, stick it there. You can hold. Look, if my legs are out here, it's like I'm out of push, right? Coil the legs up, and then launch yourself. Look, turn. Now I know I'm towards that line of the knees, right? Circle, drive. You see it's like bear color. Okay, we'll start there. All right? Find a buddy. Let's just do it. Put the knee down. We'll start in two. Okay? And I'm going to just stay there, you're great. So I'm here. Remember, before he was standing up, and we butt screwed in, and I think we like split the difference. What I mean by that is one's in the center, his foot's in the center, and then I have one on the outside. I'm not both on the outside, and I'm not both on the inside. Pound. Okay? I'm going to butt scoot in and get to that same knee. Okay? And I hang out here, and I think we're going to, so I did a seminar 1 year ago, Bora Bora. Okay, Bora Bora. So we'll do Bora Bora at the last half of this today, but we'll do the other side. So I think I like, if I'm here and I'm on the, what I would call the outside of the knee, I'm going to do, I don't have these. It's I'll go back. Okay? So I'm here. Just like before we'll start, with the same one that we just kind of did, with him standing up. I noticed a lot of people when you went down, stayed like this and kind of kept up on the arm like that, right on my coast. That's I think, for me, I have really bad shoulders. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. If this dude's strong, I can put this and look like this. It's hard for me. And I also don't think I get as much like power on the throat. Okay? So when I'm on a collapse, I'm going to be here. Look at my arm. I think of it like a folding chair. Look. Okay? So the arm's doing that. So we're here. I'm going to fall down like that. Rollo's going to catch himself. Right? If Rollo stays like that and does nothing, I'm going to come up and do what I call a knee. Look this way. Tighten out, looking for that knee line and drive across. Okay? So Rollo's pretty smart. I throw him down. He doesn't stay there. He recovers, right? He comes back and gets his thing. So the first thing Rollo can do is, that's that. Everyone hates it. Okay? Rollo. Well, I'll explain the first thing. Fingers forward, put your hands back up there. If he stays there, his back is very exposed from the knee. So roll up directing. He recoils and starts to reverse. Roll up. Let's not start sparring. And I mean that really nice because we're getting ready. One thing you might miss. Back. Okay? Go back. So that's a great trick. Roll on my back. Okay? I think that's a very obvious thing to do. That's a smart person thing to do. Roll up, back. I'm going to catch like a little flag. You see? Right? And I'm going to roll with him. Okay. Back. Come up. Okay. He has lots of different things. No, stay there. Down here. Right now, what's the most exposed part? Based on where he's at, is the back. So I'm going to take the back. Okay, I'm going to put chest to the back. Look, I'm sliding. My chest is behind. Get that seatbelt. Okay. Tuck. I'll pull over and drop the hook. Okay? I don't step that hook over because I run the Bora Bora, and if I step the foot over, I feel like everyone I run with will put that Bora Bora in. So I drop the hook low and open and get the look for the hooks. Another thing, like I think, oh, stay there. You're doing great. There's like what I call it, like the turtle shell. He always defends that top side with what I would think of as the turtle shell, right? So I can't put it in. It's elbow to knee. Right? There's that wall. He builds the functional wall. Can't get in. Look, I try and look. Sometimes I'll put that hook. I can't find it. Look, I'll go under, find the one-on-one, and open the turtle shell there. I can open with that thigh pry. Sometimes I can kick him up and use my hook to open it. I can grab here to put the hook. Okay, again. So I throw him down. Okay, Rollo goes to back sit. Look, it's like a little flag, right? Go back. I have to make sure, one thing I've found that I've had problems with lately, go to back sit, Rollo, and I leave this foot in the middle and guys run that knee bar, right? They catch. Okay, so I don't want my leg to go in the center. He goes to back sit, kept like a little flag, right? You see? Okay, and then I roll. Look, a lot of times, so you see what happened? Go back, Rollo. My hand was here on the leg. As I'm rolling him, look where my hand goes. Hip, right? Look, knee, right? Okay, if I want. If he rolls that way, I'll take it back like we did last time. Good. If not, look, a lot of times I'll go here. I'll load my other knee in, and it becomes my grip position, right? Then, depending on what he does, this is behind, I go to the back, he turns back into me, slight neutral. Last time. You want one more time roll up?
Yeah.
Where it's, come on, man. We're here. Launch by. She goes to back sit, catch like a little flag, right? And then look what I'm gonna do with this hand. Here, look, roll. Here, I can just go straight to the back, right? Roll, look. I was like that, look. Here. And however you want. One practice. So, come back up. A lot of times people don't do what you want them to do, right? They don't back sit. But we can prompt the back sit. I throw her down. She doesn't back sit, she doesn't back sit. Sometimes I don't want her to back sit. I do this now, a lot of people run this knee bar on me. And on my newest solution, I'm gonna hold here so she doesn't have a lot of space in that center to get my knee. Okay, and so maybe 10 years ago, Jeff Glover made fun of, there was a Homer Simpson episode where Homer got drunk and he lays like this and he get up, does this, move out of the way. I actually saw, I'm not going to say whose gym, but I saw them making some, they're like doing this as a warm-up. I was like, oh my God, you saw the same episode of The Simpsons. So that's what I call the Homer Simpson walk. See, you go back. I get to here, sometimes look, I'll even grab her pants, and then Homer Simpson walk. What do I mean by that? Here, and now I've loaded the hook, you see? Now look, she's going that way. Okay. Look, replace the knee. And then whatever you want to do. Okay, let's go. That? Yeah. If he doesn't initiate the back on his own, you can force it. Right? So I'll be like here. So I'll hold here, and I'll walk and step. So yes. And now we're here. There's another thing I do. I'll get here. I'll walk.
So yeah, I think I grabbed
If he's light, sometimes I can just like, I'll just turn him like that and just take it back around. Well, I can scoop my butt underneath if he put this leg up. There. Look, if he's stuck here, look, I'll hold and then look, I'll walk. Sometimes I hang out here and have like. In my efforts to make a lot of details, I think it clouds the issue of when they back sit, mostly what you need to do, log roll, right? I think like, I don't want to stop and worry about the gripping so much as go with their momentum of the back sit and log roll. If you just do that, everything will be great. Put the knee up. I get to here, I throw her down. Hold on so I can talk, I can't talk that fast. She gets here, so let's talk about this really quick. So, Laura, you're doing great. You see how there's this like initial flop, right? So I think like really, let's restart. There's like, I appreciate like people like want to go fast, right? I want to go fast, make the movement. But let's talk about first how there's like, I skipped a bunch of stuff, okay? So when I throw her down this way, the first thing she has to do is what I would call recover, okay, or recoil. Okay, if she stays here, you see I'm behind her armpit is the thing that I talk about. So I'm open to the back. Sit back, so your armpit's behind mine and like put a little like, I think like, if you were sparring with me, how would you put weight on me? There, okay, so she'd always do that. I would call this leg the kickstand, right? And she's putting weight on me. A lot of times she try to get the underhook or like, what's the normal thing that people do in general in jiu-jitsu? By and large, what do people try and do in jiu-jitsu? They try to smush you, right? There's many, many ways that people can smush you, but by and large, what is the goal in jiu-jitsu? If you had to say the general number one goal, smush people, okay? So let's go back. is Laura maintaining the by and large goal of jiu-jitsu, smush people? There. No? So what does she always do? She's like staying there because I think she's being helpful. But then I'm like, Laura, do something jiu-jitsu like, smush me. She does that, right? That's always jiu-jitsu. Okay, so she's smushing me. Okay, then I'm like walking in. She's not back sitting, so I loaded my own back. See? Right? I got the hook here. Now I made it really confusing. I was like, switch the grip here, switch the grip here. Once I'm in, the other way to think about it, one column with her, what do I do? Log roll. I can also use a foot assist on the log roll. Look. Go again. That's the non-compliant partner that doesn't back sit. No, you're doing great. Half the people are non-compliant. That's the other by and large thing of jiu-jitsu. Non-compliant. Right? Throw her down. Now she squishes me. Right? She's squishing me. Then she's smart and goes to back sit. Back sit. Roll. Right? The other details, don't get hung up in the details. What's the goal? Get on top and switch. Right? If I lay on the bottom thinking about how am I going to hold her pounds before I squish her, I miss the big picture. Roll on the top and switch, and then we can sort out the details later. Okay? So they go to back sit. You just feel like the momentum of the back sit just bleeds it all. Okay? Let's go. So guys, we're going to go to the same position. Everything's here. We get to here. Okay, so lots of people, I want to tell you, we said well, I talked about it from the post, right? I don't want to be doing things with this. I think if you push a lot of weight down, go look for shoulder separation, right? And it's too much work. And same thing if I stay here, and I'm always trying to pick him up here, I think it's too hard. My analogy of this arm is a folding chair or an umbrella, something that folds up. Look. And I just hang out here, okay? It seems I think, scary for people, but it shouldn't be scary once you believe in it. Where can Endo hurt me here? Endo can try and get the point of his knee on my chest and drive in. Stuff up here I think is he really wants to smush me, and here I don't think he's not smushing me, right? Because look, the point of his knee, do you see it? It's not touching my chest. It's on the floor. It's towards the floor. The side of his knee is on my chest, but it's not pointy. It's not the spear part. For him to create pressure on me, he needs to go here and put the tip of the knee in, and now there's pressure, right? So look, if I'm parallel with the mat, I'm losing. It's heavy for me. As long as I stay here, smash me, Endo. Doesn't matter, he's not smashing me. Look, I got my Homer Simpson walk. I'm going, he's not smashing me. Okay, so that's where you're worrying about. If he takes this knee and does that's what he wants to do, right? I want to do this. He wants to, by and large, crush my sternum. Okay, so you're staying on the side. Okay, that's what I think about this angle, right? I'm perpendicular with the floor. Okay, so I'm here. Now, one thing the guys do here is they'll try to knee slice pass. Knee slice pass. Something like that. Okay. I'm there. He's fighting he wants to go to knee slice pass. He wants to do something. And then he looks into it. What does it do? He goes hard, so he goes harder, right? And then look, I'm going to come up, and there's this brief moment where he's out. Okay? Well, don't move, Endo. If he keeps, you see his armpits above my head? Pop up to the back. Right? So I think as he's knee slicing, in knee slice, what is it? His chest comes back, and his foot kicks out, right? That would be scarf position. I'm going to let go kick it out. Scarf position, chest is back, right? So I know that's where he's trying to go. Try to do that. I come up, okay? And then, look, I'm going to chase. I'm going to use my ear on his belly. I'm holding his foot, and I'm going to drive him back this way. Okay, so he almost gets out, and I step up and tilt him over this way. And we're good. Okay? So we're here. I fall down, I hang out, he wants to crush. What do other people do? They dig at, the other thing that people do is they dig for the underhook. Where's the top side underhook? Right? They dig in, no, under, in there. Right, they're digging in, or short underhook, spin inside space, swim. That's the underhook, right? That's what everyone wants in that position, right? I think that's the goal, okay? So I'll hide that underhook, like get the underhook, no underhook, right? It's like I tuck it into my like hip space. He's not gonna get it. And also people will sit on it, and then they're like, why can't I get it? It's like, well, you're sitting on me, jerk. Okay, you're sitting on where you're trying to open the space, and it doesn't work. So he's trying, and then he gets frustrated, and he tries to knee slice. Look, up, here, drive. Okay, it's just like a little rudder on the leg. Okay, when it won't work is if the guy like cheats the exception of the pass, but then he's not going to pass, so it doesn't matter. I'm here. If I just sit here and don't pass, it's hard. I can show you how to start the action, but what do people do? They're like here, and they're like kicking, right? And then freeze. Here, I have head control, right? He needs to put his ear to my hip, okay? Then, no. If he's pushing now, he's gonna push me that direction. His feet are behind me, I think it's an engine. He circles out this way, steps this foot up, and tilts me backwards. Okay? And circles. Last time. Here, throw by. Here's the one thing I'll tell you. If they don't knee slice, I can start it up by kneeing them in the butt. I'll go here and I'll put my knee right there, right? There's a special magical spot where you can make them like do this a lot. If I'm here, not the same. Look, there's like there. Look, I'll throw it forward, I'll come up, snake the leg, I got it. Circle, you see? Lots of pressure on that back side of the knee. And look, push. Okay? Look, I'm always like running away from the legs. I think the legs can identify a trap, and you want to run away from traps. Right? Where's the trap? Ruben? Rizzy.
Yeah.
When I come up, if I run here, like barbed wire, right? Traps. Hurts, right? Problematic. Right? I don't want a problematic stuff with problems over there and you over here. Okay? That's it. Okay. To explain, because it's all situational based on this person. Lay down, Bryce. Do it to me. So Bryce throws me forward, and I just stay like this. Okay? If I stay like this, he's beating the armpit space, and he always can go to the back. If there's something you can do without doing any more moves, especially if it takes you to the back, the best place in jiu-jitsu, don't do extra work to go to somewhere else. Go to the back, right? I believe it's a fallacy in drilling. I don't know if my teaching methods are the only ones that cause this, but I don't think so. But other people I just don't think cover it. So here, he throws. If I stay like this, when have you ever sparred someone who just stays like this? Never. Well, you didn't spar them very long because you tap them out, right? They're forgettable. Okay? So what would I do? Go back? He throws me. Here, I'm like here. Now, can you go to my back?
No.
Now you can go to my back. Now you can't go to my back, right? So you can't go to my back. Okay? So he maybe make a little bump. I recoil. He comes up. Okay? So hold on, let's talk about it. I don't have the words to talk about both sides of it. I was thinking like, how can I say all of this at once? I throw. He recoils, or I'll to go to his back, right? I throw. He recoils. Now I let go, right? I'm holding here. Okay? Now his chest is behind me, right? Is below my shoulder. So that's going to mean I can put my ear on on his chest or his belly. Look, circle, ear to the belly, right? Look, and then I circle and I pull. Okay, go back. If this guy stays forward, how do I put my ear on his belly? Stay there. No, stay forward. My ear won't go on his belly, right? So, doesn't matter because where I see his back. Right, so coil, sit up. Ear on the belly. Tip him over. Okay, so that's like, if you pick your head up and you see the back, dude, go to the back all day. If he's recoiled and you pick up your head and your ear's touching the belly, right? You throw, he comes back, you sit up, your head here. Look, you snake that leg, it's a rudder. Watch out. Snake, and then I think your legs are an engine. If I step my leg up here, which way am I pushing? That way, right? So I'm here, snake the leg, my ear is gonna go here, and I want to push that way, so my engine goes here, tip. Okay, so it's a little spin here. Okay, let's go, try that. And then we'll get to the more confusing stuff. Come on, because you've already seen some of it. Okay guys, so we're gonna so she puts this knee up. So like I said, I have two moves. I consider like all the moves I already taught you, one move, and then the other half, I consider one move. So two moves. Okay, and it all starts, a lot of people knee slice, a lot of people go to this position. I just work to get to this position. I have other entrances, but I think this is the most common denominator position. I get here, I'm here, right? And I can go, we talked about going this way. A lot of times I go this way, right? And it's gonna seem weird. I can grab her here. Later I think I'll have grip in here. But for now I'll go here. And I always think about like this is a turtle wall. Okay? I don't want like open spaces. It's always like elbow to hip crease. And then I'm gonna pull. And look, I'm gonna pull her on top of me and stuff myself in this space. Okay? It seems really weird. Okay? But this is pretty much all. I go here, I'm like this. I put, look, her ankle goes in the bottom leg hip crease. Okay, right now my legs I would call it parallel with the floor. Okay, usually here people try and like squish me, right? When in doubt, people try and squish. Sometimes people try to like run, bow and arrow choke. They're trying to go here, so I'm defending grips in this little space. Okay, and now I'm gonna go and try and turn my knees perpendicular to the floor. So I use this foot and tell me if this gets tight. Oh yeah. So I'm here, right? And then look, I'm gonna stretch. The first thing that always happens, you see her arm by my head, because she's trying to hug my head. I'm stretching my knee away. And then look, I think like talk on the telephone. Here, I'll grab over. I turn back on the side and I create like this gapping space, right? Pinch and pinch. Okay. Again. Over here. Butt in. Look, I'll go here. Okay. Load. She goes to here. Look, I start first, defend the collars. Then look, I'm gonna go here. I'm stretching. Arm bar. Okay. We're gonna call that one move. She's gonna then like be like, no, I'm not gonna hug your head. Okay. Now I'm gonna go here. Look, I'm gonna keep turning out. I'm going here. Look at my leg on the outside. Pushing. Knee slice. Okay. So in here, I consider, we'll stop at this space. Okay. This foot caught here. A lot of times people just clear it off and blast through. If I'm here, do you feel like you could scooch out and go to my back? Yes. So I think of this like, I come up with this, right? I think of it as a braid. Go to my back. Okay? I can create like a hip lock. This knee wants to go that way as I do like hips this way. I'll kind of just hold on, look. Okay, so hip lock. Okay, and then look, I'll clear it off when I'm ready. What I usually do, you can run, we won't talk about submissions. I'll just go here, look, underhook, right? And then I take the brake off. It's like a parking brake. Once I settle the underhook, the parking brake can come off, right? And so I can, again. Sometimes I even like, if I feel very lazy, I just lay like this. And then people want to come in and squish me. And there it is. One. Okay. Step back. Up. Okay, look. Up. Hip lock. Okay, pummel. Disengage the parking brake. So I can. Okay, one last time. I think elevationally, we call this the same move from standing. Get it, look, sit, look, hold, flow, or bar, get out, here, hip lock, right, pummel. Right, if she's defending, I think there's like a battlefield in this space. I want like, I've got like what I would call outside space. I go inside space. She's defending here. You break through with your head. So it's just like areas of escalation on how much weaponry does she put. is how much weapon you count. Okay? All right, let's go. Guys, the position is confusing. I think most hooks, I would say like classic hooks would be like this hook goes on this side, right? Goofy hook, it would be like that. Think, it's like that, split the difference. One's on the outside. And think about this is a little pocket, a little cave, a little home, whatever, right in here. And usually, I think you never want to like stuff yourself. I might
Gonna see this video.
That's your husband. The general public, the general communal public, you don't really ever go in there. Okay? But I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna look. I'm gonna like think like what's the safest space for like when you have a panic attack, what's the human reaction? Right? What is fetal position? Turtle position. Right? When in doubt, what should you do? Turtle, go to your safe space. Okay, so it's the same thing. Look, I think like, how will I describe it? She's the enemy, right? The problem. I always put like my wall, like most of my turtle shells towards her, right? I wouldn't have like a shell out here, like where there's no problem, right? So if I'm totally afraid of her, I'm just like here, right? Completely safe, but I'm getting a little like open, get side away from her, open, and scoot in, butt scooting in, butt scooting in, I'll hook, I'll lift, and I'll go in here, right? So it's that same space, okay? She usually, what's our cardinal rule of jiu-jitsu? Smushing, right? Michelle, sit up tall and leave like lots of gaps from us. If I'm here, right? I might not be able to do a lot to her, but she's not doing a lot to me. So I always think like about like, don't be greedy. I only care about my own personal space bubble. If her space bubble is out there and she's doing craziness, why she's not in my space bubble? Okay, once she invades my space bubble, now I care about her. Okay, so I start to go, I'm pushing her, and we start to do like, I think there's just like this priming action, right? She never just wants to fall over, so what's her cardinal rule? Get back on top and smush. And then I push, right? She gets back on top and smushes, and there becomes like this kind of reaction. Then she gets back on top. Now look at what I'm gonna do, right? And I push heavy weight. Okay, it's the same like rudder, I'm being heavy. Okay, here, it can pop up. I think if I get here, you can see there's lots of ways to go back. What I would think about is this foot, I believe, is the easiest hook to get. This foot's gonna be my driver, right? I'm gonna go look, butt scoot, kick that hook in the face, right? And then I like always grab that quarter hip, scoot. Okay, again. So we're here, I can have all kinds of different gripping depending on what I'm doing. I think like in the gi, I'll go here, I'll stuff myself into that tiny space. One place that becomes problematic is she doesn't want me to put this foot on the other side of my hip, right? So she resets all the way to this bottom. And it's heavy. And I'm like, oh, I can't get it. A lot of times people even like put their toes and hook it under my leg. So I can't lift it. It's so annoying. Okay? So look, I'll unhook. And I always use my feet here. I use my foot as my engine. And I have like a wall, right? I have my turtle shell. She wants to put weight there. Put all your weight there. Can't lift it. Look. Super light. Okay? All you do, I have a dog and she leans on people. And I just like think that she's like here and then I just lean. No, there's no weight. Right? I don't need to worry about like, throw her that way. No, I just need to like, just enough. Here. Right? I'm like pushing off that foot. She blasts. Here. I load that labora, then I start the line, right, knock her over, let her come back up, it's like a little top. She always lets her cardinal rule, smash me, push. Then I time it, she comes up, look. Here, okay, close. Okay, then I wanna like always think, I'm always like clipping off the knee, right, near elbow, that's all you do, take out the near elbow and you're gonna win that limb. Here, look, come around, and I'm gonna kick this through. Same move, considerations. I go here. I go here. Oh, sorry, I was cheating. She comes back on top. I spin. Freeze. Okay, so Michelle is smart. And she's like staying out there, right? And she knows I'm going to go to her back. It's that same thing. I pass that armpit space. So what she do, she recoils, right? She's going to try and spin and face me in this top side. Right up here. Look over here. There. Right? That's where people start to look. They're like, I think I can turn back in this space. Okay, turn back in. No. Let go here. No, people will do it. You say you won't do it. People say they don't grab your head either. Right? They're going to spin this way. And then look. Okay. And again. So they'll either peek back through, you get the back, or they're kind of like, I'm looking this, like, no back. And then they just turn into the armbar of the triangle. So here, up. Look, she comes up. Look, and then she's like, oh God, spin back, right? Here, look, armbar, or look, here. Okay, so back, armbar, triangle, always from there. Okay, one time for you. Come on, you have bad knees. End up. So guys, sometimes you don't, right? I did all that pumping action. I think that's like priming the car. But if they like push over me, then they prime themselves. Look. There, right? He spins back. Look, I'll keep that leg. Again. A lot of times the guy will stand up, right? So I'll go here, I'll float, and then we're here, and they think they'll take like big step that way. Whoosh, right? So that's like great when they do that. You go here, they go and you let them stand up, big step away, perfect. Okay, clamber to the back. Okay, he spins, totally fine, left his feet. Okay, let's go. We'll show another one. Guys, if any of this seems confusing, really if you just get that beginning entrance, once you understand that, then I think things become much easier. So you can never put the second part of the move past the first part of the move. Okay? So I can say that I think I did this move for I was like, oh, it's like 4 years old. And then I see a picture from 6 years ago and I'm like, oh, doing some version of this. Okay, so it took me a long time to understand the mechanism for it to work. So don't throw it out and think it doesn't work. Just spend time just in that. Basically, guys, you just need to bend the knee like this, and your knee wants to be here, and it's pushing across, right? If you leave the leg straight, it's going to be much harder. You want to bend, and then I think it's almost like it's called Xing the joint. You want to be here. You don't want you to be pushing like this. Come on, roll over. Lay down, we're going to do this one. Okay, so we're going to start, I'll call this open up. Okay, my class would call it my second. Okay, start here, and I'm going to sit to that position. I don't like to be in closed guard. I have bad knees, so it hurts to be and go on my knees, sit like that, not sit like that. So I'll reverse myself to go before going into the closed guard. So I'm here, I'm going to let push, and I'm going to sit. I'm going to sit to this. Right? I can do that, and then he comes up. There's that move. Okay.
Somebody's just
I don't like to think that this is a slick move. I think it's a confusing move. It's like a razzle-dazzle move. Right? Like I'm here, and they think I'm passing, and I'm going to pass, and I sit, and then here. Okay? A lot of times they'll spin back in, and it'll be that the armbar triangle. So we're going to start here again. So we had that way going that way, right? We did it from the other entrance, the combat-based entrance. We can do it from this pull. So I'm going to go, instead of going that way now, we're going to pass going this way. So we're here, good, push, because I want his legs bent. Stuff myself into the space. Look, I'll sit and I'll hold, and I just stay tight here. Okay? Think almost perpendicular. I don't want to be out here, right? I'm always moving myself into the space, or he's moving himself towards me and it takes that space away. And then look, I'm going to lay down, and then I'm going to grab it in. Okay, so I'm here. Now when I get this over my head, if I keep my head up, it's going to be me to the higher. So look, lay your head on the floor, and then do this, and then that happens. Okay, so now I'm like on the other side of the leg. So now I passed his guard. It just doesn't look like it yet. Look, here, I hug his hip. Okay, and then look. Here, right? And then he can either turn back into me and give me side control, or he can roll away and give me the back. Okay, again. So you're here, right? You're like doing some confusing things. You sit, lay down, pump, scoot, pump, scoot. You see what this foot is always like pushing me into that space. If he's like moving away, do what you're doing, Rolo. And I'm just staying here, he's getting away. So every scoot he makes, I make a scoot, he scoots, I scoot, get under the leg, right? Now I got it, pull in, hug, and I passed, right? You can see I'm passed. It's kind of like, you know, I made like a lot of steps, and then I came back on the earlier move and was like, when in doubt, just log roll, right? This is another one. I can tell you like 500 fancy, intricate ways to get up. But look, basically just do this. Pick up the leg, hold the hip, kick him away. Come on. Okay, and then we can fancy it up from there. But it's like, what do you want to do? You want to get on top, right? I'm on top, I'm passing. Here, under the leg. Here, look, kick him away. Done, we're up. Okay, let's go. Just a different situation as, remember when we were on the bottom and they come up on top and they kick wide and then they turn back in and you get the arm bar over time. Okay? And then we went to this other one where we like go to the Bora Bora, lay down and pass. So we'll go here, going as a passing. I'm gonna go here, return to it, right? And it's just like new slides, but I'm keeping this. You keep the brake. Remember, there's not pressure on the brake. If I'm here, there's no pressure, right? I need my knee going that way, and really I think I need my knee going in this circle, that way. Tell me if it gets worse, Rolo. Yeah. Okay? So here, I'm not heavy, right? I want to put like all of my weight, right? In general, what you do in jiu-jitsu, you smush people. Smushing, more smushing, right, Rolo? And then circling, that's tighter, right? Okay, so I have tight. Look, I'm gonna go here, and I love rolls, right? So I'm gonna go here. Look, I'm gonna roll. And then this seems like people are like, oh, he can get away. Rolo, get away. Right, and I'm holding here, and I'll just go here until I get to there. Here, oh, if you put that one in, one more. Okay, so it's that same thing. You can go slower, fast on it. Here, I'll go here, look. Silly. Okay, or we can go, it's like three, it's a mix and match three. You can get side control, you can get arm bar, or you can get tri. Okay, always. Here, last one I got arm bar. Look, if I roll here and I just do this, side control. Big open, right? Because we're here, I'm gonna hide that one. Look at all, keep the legs, he's coming up. You can't because of the annoying leg, right? So this way, come on. Here, and so, last thing, just to talk about. The most important thing, and it's the same thing for everything. I tilt, when I put like this, and guys, it's really like your knee is cutting here, and you're doing this, right? That's like never a good thing for people to do to your leg. So that's what you want to do. Look, if I'm here, it's not tight, right? It needs to be this, right? That's pressure. Look, outside, pressure, 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 pressure. I can't go to my back. Here, look. Here. Okay, so you just keep a hold of the leg. No matter what, you just also want to keep a hold of the leg. He wants to do stuff, but if you just keep his leg bent like this, there's really not a lot of places he can go. You just, when in doubt, hold onto the leg and keep like pushing and pulling. Okay? So So try that one for just a couple minutes. It's a knee slice, and then hit the roll to side control, arm bar, or triangle. Before you come out, I know a lot of you have come to other seminars I've done. For me, I'll say like this one is special because it's a way for me to live. Right? Jiu-jitsu is my job. I don't have a gym right now, so it's not just like, oh, I like to share moves with people. I always like to share moves with people, but I was let go of my job. I had the job for 5 years, and so I've never really been in a position where I haven't had a job. Right? Since I was maybe 16, pretty much always had a job, and it's very hard. So I really can't express enough, like, thanks for paying my rent. Thanks for making sure that I eat. Right? That sounds silly, but it's not silly when I think jiu-jitsu is a fun sport. Right? It's a fun hobby. There's people like myself that I think are very strange and make it way more than just a hobby. Right? And so I can't stand up because if you guys weren't here, what was my job that was downgraded to no longer, I wouldn't have a house or I wouldn't have a car. And so it's like, I really can't express how much that means to me. So I really appreciate it. And also just support of like the community. I've tried I've been into jiu-jitsu for 17, 18 years, and always trying to give back. Right? And a lot of times I can honestly say like, oh, I'm always giving back, and I get a little like, just always giving. Right? I'm always repping, and then I see other people, like, and then I get a little like, eh. And then something like this happens, right? Where I believe like, you guys didn't show up here because you saw a flyer and you were like, oh, I'll go give that girl some money. I hope, what I like to hope is that like you're like, oh, I've seen that girl at this tournament reffing, that tournament reffing, doing this random thing, helping with this random thing, helping with that random thing, being friendly, doing this, oh, she's there again. Then something happens and people help. Okay, so that's what I like. I appreciate you guys showing me that helping other people is a good thing, right? To me, that's really what it's about. It's like, I really like to give knowledge. I don't really care about jobs, quite honestly. Don't really care about a lot of that. As long as I have like the basics taken care of, that's pretty much all I care about in my life. But when that's taken away, they're like, oh my goodness, this is different. And then having people come and say like, oh, what you've done over 15, 18, 20 years is important. We're going to help you through a rough patch. So again, from the bottom of my heart, it was very hard. I lost my team, I lost my school, I lost my job, and here we are. I have people from all different teams supporting me, and that's very, very important. And I appreciate James. I wish James was here. Again, reaching out to other people, seeing what other people and other teams are about, and I'm really impressed with James. I come and visit here all the time, talk to him. I did a little podcast with him, and I was like, yeah, I really noticed what I think you do great that I've never really been exposed to in my jiu-jitsu career, and that I hope to put forth in like the world is like talking about community, talking about like important issues. I came from a meeting with James, and he had everyone lined up, and then he talked about suicide, he talked about suicide prevention, he talked about community, he talked about supporting people, and I was like, holy God, no instructor I've ever had did that, right? They talked about what kind of gi to wear, when you pay your bills, how you support them, but they never really stood up and said, hey, I want to talk about uncomfortable issues that are not like always voiced, and they're in this position of leadership, and they talk about those issues, and they spread those issues in their community, and they make it a safe space. So if you train with James, I'll say, appreciate that, because I've never really had a coach that did that, right? I never had a coach that stood up for those kind of issues and voiced their opinions when it's hard. And I think to me, that's what a leader is, right? I can show you a lot of moves, I can show you a lot of things, but if I'm not really like leading in a good direction, I would say I would hope go somewhere else, right? Like I said, I think like you guys came here because I hopefully think I've done something worthwhile in some times, right? That's what I think. And so it's like, that makes me happy. I think that's what you guys should look for jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu isn't about what gi you wear. Jiu-jitsu is not about your team. Jiu-jitsu is about learning about yourself. It's about exploring things. It's about like being truthful about what kind of person you are, what you want to stand up for, and who you want to support. And so I appreciate it. I took 2 hours of your time, some of your money, and you came to support me. It's like I said, it's beyond me. Okay? So thank you. Thank you. Great to see you. Okay. Thanks, Jervis. Thank you so much. Thank you. Great to see you. Thank you, Alicia. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Adam. I'm not used to saying Adam Senior. I'm used to Adam Junior. Thank you. Thanks, Charlotte. Great job. Thank you. I'm glad you made it this time. Yeah, it's good to see you. Thank you. Yeah, Marshall. Thank you. Jonathan T. Cruz. I'm Michelle. I haven't seen you in forever. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you. Great job.